Gun violence isn't just about the numbers on a page, it's the people left behind. The kids who can't sleep through the night anymore, the parents who worry every time their phone rings, the neighborhoods that grow quieter, not because they're safer, but because people are scared to come outside.
It's going to be tough. While on paper we might have 9 victims, 8 who are transported and 1 remain, we have hundreds of others. Everyone who survived here is going to take home trauma. Even the officers who responded here, and the firefighters and the paramedics who worked on people here are going to experience some degree of trauma. It's terrible to think about. Here is a safe place where kids go to learn, to grow, to develop, and something like this happens. It's just heartbreaking.
What do you believe are the main causes of gun violence?
Well, gun violence, that's a phrase that has several different, because on the one hand, there's typically young male gun toting thug, perpetuating violence. And then there's also just the amount of suicides and domestic violence with firearms that are a result of so many firearms in the house and the accessibility, the ready accessibility of firearms, that it provides a tool to make a bad situation tragic.
Gun violence isn't just one problem. It's a mix of easy access, lack of opportunity, and cycles of retaliation that keep repeating. But the solutions are real. Smarter background checks that keep guns out of the wrong hands. Better mental health resources and stronger community programs that give people support before things break. More guidance and opportunities for high-risk youth, so picking up a gun doesn't feel like their only option. And all of us choosing to look out for each other before a situation turns into something worse. We might not fix everything overnight, but we can reduce violence when prevention, accountability, and community all work together. And that starts with us, paying attention, speaking up, and pushing for change that actually saves lives.
Since the Supreme Court ruled in the Heller decision, with coming from Washington, D.C., where they said that the right to bear arms is an individual right having nothing to do with militias. And the absurdity of that decision is just amazing. And since that is now the law of the land, that there is that individual right, and I just don't see that it's politically capable of ever having meaningful gun control without repeal and replacement of the Second Amendment.
Look, changing the Second Amendment is a huge debate, one that people are going to argue about for a long time. But while that conversation keeps going, we can't just wait for politicians to figure it out. There are real things we can do right now to make our communities safer. We can push for tighter background checks and close the loopholes that let guns move illegally. We can invest in mental health care and build community programs that give people support before they end up in dangerous situations. We can create better opportunities for high-risk youth so they have a path forward that doesn't involve violence. And we can look out for each other, paying attention, speaking up, and stepping in before small conflicts turn into something bigger. Big debates take time, but protecting people starts with the steps we choose to take today.